Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jen and this is Jen's Happy Home, and I am super excited to share with you today my experience in touring the Disney Magic in New York City this past weekend. I was lucky enough to be a part of a tour group going through the Disney Magic before they disembarked on their trip. So it was just so much fun to get to see all of the stuff on the ship while pretty much there were no people on the ship at all. So today I just wanted to share with you my experience of that. So guys, today I am taking you on a tour of the Disney Magic. So let's get started. It's going to be a really, really great day. So what I'm going to do is just kind of do a little chit chat, and I'm going to focus on the things that I was really most impressed by. And it's also going to be a little bit vlog style because I'm also going to bring you there with me through my experience. So I hope that you enjoy the way that I'm going to be sharing this video with you today. So to start off, I have to say, the Disney Magic really has the wow factor, okay? When we first walked onto the ship, they were all decorated for the holidays. Everything was lit up, the trees, the garland. It was just absolutely beautiful. So I definitely was wowed when I stepped onto this ship. It was just spectacular. It brought you right into the holiday season instantaneously. And the exciting part of it is we were the first people, our little tour group were the first people to see it decorated for the holidays because they had just finished up as we were boarding the ship. So that was really exciting to me. And after we checked out the main atrium area and all of the holiday decor, and they have like the big brass statue of Mickey Mouse at the wheel, like he's the captain of the ship, and all of the Disney ships do have one of the iconic characters in the main entry area in the atrium, which is lots of fun, and the Disney Magic just happens to be Mickey Mouse. So that was good for me because I just thought it was so cute. And also in the main atrium area, this is the area where you walk onto the ship and you're greeted. Every family is greeted as they board the ship. They welcome your family, which is really, really fun. And I did get to see that happening as well. There is a restaurant there called Lumiere's. So there are some really great restaurants on this ship. So once we walked through the atrium area, we walked through the promenade, and that was headed over to Rapunzel's. And I have to say, another wow factor. I was really, really impressed with Rapunzel's royal table. It was so nicely themed. They had all of the, you know, lights hanging from the ceiling. It was just like tons and tons of lights. And unfortunately, they weren't turned on because the ship really wasn't open for business yet. But the room was just absolutely gorgeous. And they had so many fun things and details. When you're on a Disney ship, you really have to look out for those details. So they had all of like the wanted signs hanging up of the Tangled characters. And they also had the logo of the Snuggly Ducks on the garbage can. So it was just so much fun to walk around the room and take in all of the amazing details of this restaurant. I think it was really, really nicely done, and I cannot wait to actually be a passenger on this ship, hopefully someday soon, because I love the theming of it. So after exploring Rapunzel's lounge and seeing how beautifully done it was, then we got to explore the adult lounges, which again, were amazing. I have to say, we had so much fun exploring them. So the adult lounges were Fathoms, Keys, and O'Gill's Pub. Fathoms was really cool, very contemporary. Everything is kind of set away from everything else. So I feel like the adult lounges, like you're not gonna see kids walking by or coming in and out, or you're not gonna see crowds of people through windows. It's kind of set like in a more intimate location. So that I really, really did like about the adult lounges. So after walking through Fathoms, which was super cool, we went over to O'Gill's, the Irish pub. And I personally, myself and my husband, really enjoy Irish pubs. I just like the feel of an Irish pub. It always feels kind of like cozy and homey and warm, and it did have that feel to it. There was a lot of hardwood and leather, and I really liked the way that the tables were set up. They were kind of like circular booths that could fit a lot of people. If you guys know my channel, you know we travel in large groups, so it's nice to have tables large enough to accommodate a lot of people. And they also had games for people to play if they wanted to play a board game. And all of those tables as well each had their own television. So if you're there to watch, you know, a sporting event or something, you can enjoy that as well. And then Keys was like kind of a piano bar, but it's not the singing piano bar where everybody sits around a big piano and sings along, but it's a beautifully done room, and you can see a lot of the details of the room just kind of look like piano keys. And beautiful bar, really nice layout. They had some old-fashioned pictures on the wall. It just felt really kind of old Hollywood style to me, and a really nice place to get away and just relax. And maybe if you wanted to just get away from the kids for a little bit, it's a really nice place to go. And then while the adults are at the adult lounges, there's plenty of places for the kids to explore as well. And if you're familiar with the Disney ships, you know they have different categories for different ages, and there's just so much for kids to do. They have Disney's Oceaneers Lab, Oceaneers Club, and then they also have the It's a Small World nursery. So I like that it's kind of strategically broken up into different age groups, because I know sometimes with kid clubs, when it's all ages, the older kids don't want to go, they feel awkward with the younger kids. It's nice just to have that kind of separation of age gaps. And lots of great activities planned. The kids will enjoy the kids clubs. It's not like other clubs that I've seen on other cruise ships. They actually make it very fun, very interactive, and very enjoyable for all the children. And then of course they also have the amazing pool area with the Aqua Dock. And the Aqua Dock is cool because it's one of those water slides where you're kind of just standing on the top and the floor just like comes out from underneath you and you just drop. I personally don't think I could handle that because I don't like that feeling of just dropping, but it's really a fun slide, and it goes like over and out, so it kind of goes away from the ship over the ocean and then back in. So, you know, it's a great time for kids. And of course the pool area will have a family pool, and then it will have the adults only pool, and you know, the splash zone, and all the stuff that you could possibly imagine that your family would need in regards to a pool area. They have it all going on. They have all ages covered, lots of fun things to do. And of course they also have the spa area. I love the option of going to the spa on vacation. They have all of the wonderful treatments that you would expect, the facials and the massages and mani-pedis and all of that stuff. But something that I found really unique was they also have a teeth whitening center where you can actually go on vacation and get your teeth whitened. Like, how about that? That is something new to me. I've never seen that before. Maybe it does exist on other cruise ships and I just never realized it, but I was kind of like, okay, that's interesting. Something new to do. Let me get a mani-pedi and then get my teeth whitened too while I'm here. So you can go make yourself beautiful at the spa. And now I just want to talk about some of the rooms. The rooms are really, really nicely done. So there are lots of room options depending on the size of your family and what you need. But of course they have the standard inside rooms. And here's an inside stateroom. See, they have the big mirror that looks like a porthole. Really cute. Nice size bed. A lot of detail. Look at the lamps. They're so cute. Cute. They have a Pirates of the Caribbean map. Mr. and Mrs. Disney. Standard staterooms that actually have an ocean view with a porthole, and then they have deluxe ocean view staterooms. And here's another larger room with the porthole, a nice big size. It looks like a pull-out couch here. And it's really, really cute. Very spacious. I feel like there's a lot of room to move around in here. There's a nice desk area, a little sitting area, table over here, and then again a nice big porthole. I personally would really like to have an ocean view room with a Vernata. I really, really like being able to walk out of the room. I feel less claustrophobic when I have that option. But the portholes were really large in the room, which was nice. You really had that ocean view. That was really great. But I did get to see the concierge rooms, which were beautifully done. You walk in and there's just like a living room area. It has a pull-out couch. There's a bar area. There's also, you know, a separate bedroom, a full bath. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And I will show that to you here. They have multiple rooms. Oh, the bedroom is over here.
Yeah, one bedroom suite.
Oh, so pretty. Oh my goodness, it goes on and on. So you have a desk area. Yeah. Oh, and it's like, oh, and a full bath. Very beautiful. And they have a balcony.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's like a full bar area. And a pull-out couch too? Is that a pull-out couch?
Yes.
Oh, and another balcony.
Bed from the wall. That's the bed from the wall.
Oh, over here is the bed?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow, this room is really big. It must accommodate a lot of people. So while I was exploring the rooms, I was really getting wrapped up in taking video. I wanted to share a lot with you guys, and somehow I lost my group. 30 people on a tour group. I stepped into one of the rooms. I was in the room because I have the footage, so I know how long I was in the room for. It was less than a minute. But in that minute's time, the entire group of 30 people booked it. They left. They went up to a totally different floor. And when I stepped out of the room, I looked in both directions and everyone was gone, and I was panicking and asking for help. So at this point, I didn't know what to do. There I was, all alone on the Disney Magic, and I didn't know where to go. So I actually went to the guest service desk, and this woman, Bernie, was amazing. She and I toured the ship alone, and I got to see like anything that I wanted to see. She just kind of took me throughout the entire ship. So that was so much fun, because in addition to having the feel of being with the tour group and, you know, going through all the standard rooms and seeing all the stuff you're supposed to see, I kind of had a sense of freedom. And I made a friend, Bernie, if you're watching, which I doubt you ever will, but she's from Hungary, and she's been on the Disney cruise ships for 6 years. I think she said it was 6 or 7 years, and she really, really enjoys working the cruise ships. The Disney Magic was not her home ship. I think she said the Fantasy was like the ship she was usually on, which is a lot bigger, and I will be touring that. So I'm excited to share that with you guys too. But we had a great time. So let me tell you, first let me take you back to the moment when I got lost. I lost the tour group looking at the rooms. I can't find anyone and I'm freaking out because I really don't want to miss the tour. So thank goodness I found Bernie, and she and I first explored the Vista Gallery, and that is where they have all of the artwork that is for sale on the Disney ship. And just let me tell you how beautiful and amazing this artwork is. My personal favorite is all of the Thomas Kinkade paintings. My absolute favorite is the Beauty and the Beast painting, and I also do like the Ariel painting from The Little Mermaid. They just have so many beautiful paintings, and I will show that to you right now. That's really cute. Aww. Is the Thomas Kinkade pictures?
Yeah. Oh, this is my favorite.
So, the Ariel one? Yeah. That's beautiful. Do they? I love the Beauty and the Beast one. I wonder.
As well. I love
yes.
I would buy it for my house, to be honest.
Oh, I would too. If they were a little more affordable.
Yeah.
I would have them all over.
Oh my God.
And then we headed over to the D Lounge, and then over to Animators Palette, which is just so cool. The room is all black and white. The pictures come to life as you're eating. I don't know if you know this about the Disney cruise ships, but you do not need to eat in the same dining room every single night. It is much different. Your waiter or waitress travels with you from dining room to dining room. Every night you're in a different place. And you're not forced to be. You can go back to restaurants that you like, but you just have freedom. So if there's one restaurant that you really don't care for, you can skip it. But I just think it's great that you're not locked into the same dining experience every night. You're always experiencing something new. So one night you'll be at Rapunzel's, and one night you might be at the Animators Palette. And it just kind of rotates around. We have Lumiere's. One of the very nice fine dining restaurants is Palo's, which a lot of people really, really enjoy going there as well. It's just a little more of a high-end dining experience, but it's just all great. There's so many options on the Disney cruise ship, which is something that I really like. So back to the Animators Palette. Let me take you along and show you what that looks like, because that was one of my favorites. Oh, how adorable. The grand tour. So pretty.
So,
do the pictures come to life?
Yes. So basically they have like a drawing night when they have like a piece of paper and they draw their favorite character, and it's gonna come alive in the
Oh, the kids just actually draw it at the table?
Yes.
And it comes to life on the walls here?
On the walls, yeah, in the pictures.
Oh, that's so neat. So after Animators Palette, we headed over to the Buena Vista Theater where they were rehearsing. So I got to just see a little glimpse of the rehearsal going on, but unfortunately I wasn't allowed to record the rehearsal going on because, you know, we don't want to ruin the magic for anyone, right? So that was kept private, but it was fun to be able to go into there and to see like people actually on stage and performing and practicing for their show. And then we headed off to Lumiere's for lunch, and that is where I met back up with my group because we all did meet there for lunch. So I totally lost my group and I kind of had a private tour looking for everyone. I knew we were having lunch at Lumiere, so I'm just gonna hang out here and wait for the group. So here's the entrance, all beautifully decorated for Christmas with this Mickey Mouse. So cute. Here's Lumiere's where we're gonna be having lunch. And they have all the Christmas garland up, the tree is up. Very pretty. So Beauty and the Beast is near and dear to my heart. It is my favorite Disney movie. Bella's my favorite character. If you're new to my channel, it's just like I am a die-hard Beauty and the Beast fan, and I loved Lumiere's. It was so well themed. They had all of like the lanterns on the ceiling had roses in them, and underneath you could see the rose petals had fallen. And then they had a big mural on the wall that had Beauty and the Beast and Mrs. Potts and Lumiere and Clocksworth. So that was really beautiful. And it was just really, really nicely done. The menu was very good. I had a pasta dish. First I had like a potato leek soup, and I had a penne pasta, or it's spelt like peignette pasta on the menu. And finally for dessert, I had the cookies and cream cheesecake, which was very, very good. My group all enjoyed their meals. So many selections to choose from. For instance, I could have also had a salad or another appetizer of sorts, but that was just too much food for me. So I just got like the soup, the pasta. I'm really into carbs, and then the cheesecake, but it was really, really good. And I will show you guys the menu here. You can see they have a very big selection. This is the lunch menu. And then I will also just show you what they had for dinner as well this same night. So guests really do have a lot to choose from, and they could have eaten in other dining areas. I was watching everybody board the ship, and as they were boarding the ship, their first restaurant was Lumiere's, and they were welcome to go in there for a meal, or they could have headed over to Rapunzel's, or they could have gone up to Cabana's where they would have a buffet lunch. So they had a lot of options. It was a lot of fun to see the families coming onto the ship, and they were like, welcome whatever family to the Disney Magic. Like, it it's really cool that they take the time to announce each family. And I felt like that would be a little bit of a holdup and would kind of force people to wait online all the longer. But they have a checkpoint where you have to check all of your tags before you board the ship. So that was a good intermission for one family to be announced while the other family was being checked, and then they would be announced. They really had a good flow and a good system going on there. I really, really enjoyed the Disney magic. So a few end notes on my experience. First of all, beautifully done, very, very nicely themed, lots of detail, lots of activities for both kids and adults alike, great dining options, lots of variety in shows, in dining, in shopping. They had lots of different shops throughout the ship as well. In the spa area, you had lots of different things that you could do as far as spa treatments, and even plenty of places for adults to explore in the lounges and the bars, and plenty of places for the kids to explore as well. Sporting areas, you know, they have a track, they have a gym, they have all the stuff. And I didn't do a complete room by room tour throughout the entire ship because that's been done. There's tons of it here on YouTube. I'm here more to tell you what I really took from this tour and what I most enjoyed and what I think you will enjoy too. I would also like to share that even though this was a smaller of the Disney ships, and it did feel small to me. That's the one thing, like, I'm used to being on really large cruise ships. This one felt a little bit smaller to me. Definitely for my family, for a family of 5, I would need the room that had the veranda, you know, an area, a balcony area to walk out just to have that little bit of extra space. I had a great time. It was a fun experience. I had a very unique experience, way different than anyone else, for sure. So I took what I could from that, and I think that I actually gained more than maybe the tour group did just by being able to have this time with one of the Disney cast members and be able to chat with her about her job and about the Disney Cruise Line and about other things that maybe they didn't get to obtain that knowledge from, you know, just the tour guide and being with a group of 30 people. So I guess it all worked out in the end, but I just wanted to share all of this information with you, and I am going to be doing all kinds of Disney holiday themed tours this entire holiday season. So I'm really excited to share that with you. I will be in Disney at the end of November, and I'm going to be touring the theme parks. I'm going to be touring lots of different hotels, and I am also going to be touring another one of Disney's cruise lines, and this time it's going to be the Fantasy, and that is one of the larger ships. So I am really excited to see that one, and I think I'm gonna make someone hold my hand. I'm gonna be like, I'm a wanderer. You guys might want to keep an eye on me. Somebody take my cell phone number just in case. That would have been a good backup plan if I had left my cell phone number with one of the girls who I had made friends with. But I didn't, and it is what it is. But we had a great time. I had a great time with the tour group. I had a great time with my new friend Bernie, and I really enjoyed my lunch at Lumiere's. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed my little tour of the Disney magic today. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notifications. Like I said, lots of holiday Disney stuff. So if you like Disney and you like the holidays, you're gonna love all of my upcoming content. I hope that you guys are all having a great week, and I will see you real soon. Bye.